do reviews even matter anymore? Now, this video is going to cover mostly video games because that's what I do, but this kind of goes for all forms of media, whether it be movies, TV shows, or even board games. Back in the day, reviews were really the main way to engage with a piece of media before its release, and they were also kind of the only way to know whether a game was going to be good or not. However, nowadays we get so much pre-release footage and demo gameplay that we kind of know before the game comes out. But even then, more often than not, we'll see sites like IGN put up a review and people go wild over it. Whether they give a game too low or too high of a score, people always get really mad. And for one, who cares? It doesn't really matter what other people think about something you might like. And if you like a game, a negative review really shouldn't sway you away from that. But I think the main issue here isn't the actual scores themselves, more so how we engage with the reviews. People are always saying that IGN gives out too many 7s or their review scores feel completely random. And while I don't completely disagree, it's not IGN. IGN is a company, and as a company, they probably employ hundreds of reviewers. And this is kind of where the problems lie. Most people don't really know any of the reviewers on IGN and really just look at the score. And I think that's a problem. A review is so personal and opinionated, and not knowing anything about the reviewer kind of makes the review pointless. You don't know anything about this person. They might not even like the genre. So for me, it's hard to take a 7 seriously when I don't know who's giving it out. And that's also why I think aggregate review sites like Metacritic and Steam are much, much better. Sure, they have their problems with things like review bombing, but instead of listening to one person you don't know, you're listening to thousands of people who you don't know. But you can assume that most of these people at least like the genre or are familiar with it. And I think averaging out 1,000 people's reviews into one average score is a much better way to tell if you're gonna like a game or not, rather than just listening to one person you don't know.